basically how the telescope works through this diagram here, where the light comes in and is reflected off into the two eyepieces. I was also able to build my own eyepieces for the telescope, such as right here. The eyepieces consist of two magnifying lenses, a concave one on this part of it and a convex one on the interior part of the telescope that is permanently attached. Concave one is attached to just these eyepieces and can slide in and out to adjust your own focus. Not only was I able to make two different magnifications for them, but I was also able to make them for two different eyesights. One for my mom, which she made, and one for me, which I made, to show how your eyesight can also play a big role in how things focus. And if you would like, you can also come over here and see the image that I have up on the wall of the telescope, viewing through the telescope. And here you can get a view of both of the eyepieces that I have mounted on my telescope. I was also able to perform a few tests to show a few things with my telescope, such as the offset of the two eyepieces and the distortion in the lens. The one for distortion is called the Ronchi test. The Ronchi test is very simple. You simply have a sheet of black and white stripes mounted on a wall and the telescope pointing at it, and then you take pictures and you'll be able to see in the pictures, or even just viewing through it, little waves in this picture, and that will show you how much your telescope is distorting whatever image you are viewing. And you can see right here I have very little distortion in my telescope. The other test for the difference between the two eyepieces is called the Hartman test. The Hartman test uses this thing called a Hartman grating that is placed on the interior of the telescope with no lenses on it. And what that does is that allows you to shine light through it and view exactly where light is coming through on your telescope. As you can see here, my left lens is pretty much spot on with the viewing, but my right lens is pretty much the same except up to the upper right just slightly more. Then we get down here to my pictures of actual things in the sky. I was luckily able to get pictures of the moon, the sun, but not Jupiter, because Jupiter is such a dim light, and with no tracking device on this, the image would come out very blurry because I cannot get a long enough exposure following the planet, and it would just come out as a blur line across the screen. That wouldn't look very good on this. Also, actually, I would like to add, you can actually see the Hartman example in here, how each of the pictures of the left lens is pretty much how you see them, but then up here you see these pictures to the upper right just slightly more. Well, I hope you enjoyed my